Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Blank Slate Minicast. This is episode 3, and we are just doing kind of like an end of the year wrap up and talking about mindset. So, obviously, with this time of year, you are thinking of goals you want to achieve in 2023, routines you want to put in place, maybe looking back at what worked, what didn't work in 2022, and a lot of the videos that come out during this time are, how to achieve your goals, manifestation, get in the right state of mind, and all of this stuff. And all of that is well and true and good. That is not the mindset I am talking about. I am talking about the mindset of knowing when it's time to let go, knowing when it is time to move the F on. What the heck do I mean? So personally for me, I felt like 2022 was the year of working on everything and putting a nice pretty bow on all your stuff so you could move on to like the next chapter of your life. I explained it to my boyfriend as like 2020, 2022, how many times am I going to say the years? Oh my God. Was me like getting ready, like doing all of the prep work to then finally be an adult in 2023. And what I mean by that is like being a woman. I would describe myself a lot to my therapist as like just like a scared little girl that I was always just afraid to take risks or didn't believe in myself, self-confidence, self-worth was like a big thing we worked together on in therapy, and it's something I continue to have to work internally on. And I feel like I'm just ready to say like I'm over it. Like I am over being like, oh, it's just like this little YouTube channel, or oh, what I do isn't that impressive, or even at work, yeah, like sure, like I guess, but it's like, no, you have proven time and time again that you are capable, and more than just capable, right? You are doing amazing, great things, and it's time to actually take pride in your work. And just because maybe you don't have the big thing that's usually associated doesn't mean that you shouldn't be proud of yourself. And I feel like I've finally at a stage of like, you know what? It's time to get some confidence, girl. Like it's time to just be proud of yourself and live your life as how you wanted to. I mean, hence the name of this podcast. It always comes back to that. Really, 2022 started this blank slate for me, for us, if you're listening, to then go into 2023 with a blank slate and start the life that you want. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm miserable in my life at all, or that I need to burn it all down to the ground and start from scratch. Like, it's not that. It's a lot of internal work and small changes. I think a lot of the changes I made were internal and were like just me. So, although the mindset of waking up to go to the gym and getting in a routine and doing something for 28 days will then make it a habit, and all of that good stuff that comes with New Year's resolutions is true, but you need to know when to box things up and put them away. And sure, there are things, you have responsibilities that you can't always just say, I'm over it, whatever, I'm not doing it. That's not how life works. We all have things we have to do that we hate. But there are also things that we are just doing out of habit because someone said to, because we think we need to, or whatever it is that aren't actually serving us anymore. The instance of I constantly like berate myself for, oh, like I'm not good enough or whatever. I'm over it. Okay? It's not serving me. In fact, it's a detriment to me, to my own success, because I keep getting in my own way. I'm over it. It's time to box it up, put a little bow on it, and kick it to the curb. Why you would put a bow on something you're just going to throw out, I don't know. But the metaphor was working. We were rolling with it. Let's keep going. And so for me, that means ending my channel a little early. Not leaving, but I had about one, two, three, four more videos planned for the rest of the year. So it's currently December 22nd, and I have a lot more to film technically, but I'm not going to. In fact, I think this will be the last video of the year, and probably for 3, 4 weeks. I had planned on taking a little break, like a 2 week break, and then coming back. But as I was planning out my content for January, I was like, I don't know, something's got to give, something has to change. So I was watching this video from Katie Steckley, who I've mentioned here before, and she's talking about how quality is going to become paramount on YouTube as now TikTok kind of takes over the like, guys, guess what just happened, in that more like chaotic spur of the moment. And I was like, makes sense, okay. How can I up the quality? And the quality is more than just like buying a new camera, hi Nikon Z30, love you, lighting, audio, whatever. It's about storytelling and what are the stories you can tell. So she spoke about how she took a month-long trip to Europe, and that was like a season of content. Then she would take time off from her channel, film another season, edit it, and post it. But there was still like one storyline throughout each season. I was like, that is a very interesting way to look at it. It's more almost television based rather than like weekly. And weekly has been a little tough in the sense of, constantly on this pace, or, oh my God, it's Monday night, I gotta put a video up, and I'll speak more about this next month. But, oops. But I was like, this is it. Like, this is an amazing idea. I love this. I got so excited. I like ran down to my boyfriend and was like, oh my God, listen to this. And I had a year's worth of content already planned because I was so excited about this idea of let's take one thing and how can we build on it and have like all this other content around it, instead of like, okay, this week I'm going to do this and then this week I'm going to do this, but really creating a full storyline. And I've been doing work here and there for it, working on a rebrand, like a website, all of this stuff. In this case, I was like, I'd rather take the break, tell you guys I'm taking the break, tell you guys why I'm taking the break, than put out 4 videos just because. Like, I think I'm very over the I have to put a video out when I don't really have to put a video out, and just kind of taking the time to actually put out something of true quality in the new branding and everything. So that is one part of I am putting a bow on the last 3 years of my YouTube channel, and it has taught me so much. I honestly wouldn't trade that time. I mean, in 150 uploads, I really came from someone who knew zero to someone who has some proficiency. I definitely wouldn't say an expert or go teach a class, but if someone else was starting out, I feel like I could help them. I feel like I have a good grip on things now, but I think I need the time away to one, rest, relax, enjoy the holidays with my friends and family, then work everything out, and then really start the filming and the editing of what is in my mind, and really just stepping into the next season. It's why I started this podcast, to kind of like wrap up all my feelings and be able to talk about them, and maybe have other people not feel so alone in this like, what is this internal like turmoil almost that I feel. I think it's just growing up and ready to move on with your life and try something new. And when I say grow up, I don't mean becoming a boring, serious adult. I just mean like stepping into your power, into your light, is like a big thing if you're on kind of like the witchy spiritual side of TikTok, like I am. So maybe it sounds a bit like that, but I think it is still grounded in reality. If you're doing the work to become the best version of yourself, I think these are like very natural feelings to have. I totally believe in the discipline it takes to start a new habit, achieve a new goal. But I would just encourage all of you, because I'm sure we all have at least one thing, one habit, one something that we do that maybe it's time to get rid of and say goodbye in 2022 so we can move forward in 2023, no matter how small. That I feel like I say this all the time. People ask me like workout advice or whatever. I'm always like, it doesn't matter how small the change is. It is still a change. It is still a positive step forward. Even if you wind up, falling back, going back to the habit, whatever, you can do it again, right? You can consistently start over and try new things. Probably saw it on this channel a lot. There was different editing styles, like different types of content. I started a whole other YouTube channel which has been slightly abandoned just because it was like I just need to try everything to finally come to this point. And I hope when I look back on this video in December of 2023, I'm correct and that I still have this type of energy for the content I'm about to create. I hope you guys obviously enjoy it. My channel would be nowhere without all of you. So if you have subscribed this past year or since 2019, I thank you so, so much. I really do appreciate subscribers, likes, comments, shares, watch time, click through, like all of it, because in some way it is helping me get better. It is helping me understand what my niche of the internet is looking for. I thank you so much. So this is most likely my last video for the year. Kind of unplanned, but I think I need the break. I think we all need a break. So I hope that the holidays are peaceful, restful, fun time for all of you, no matter what that looks like for you. Just take some time for yourself. You deserve it. As I like to say, you are not a hive insect. You were not just put on this planet to work, 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 work. I am going to rest, even though I am technically going out to a party in a few hours, so it's actually the quite opposite of rest, but resting my time on social media and just enjoying the time with my friends and family, my doggy, and yes, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in 2023. Bye.